Hello, folk. It is Sylvie from New Zealand, the French lady that want to go into the drop shipping. And I was told that to start a drop shipping, the best way is to start with the US because there are a lot of people, a lot of buyers, and you have to create a niche. You can create a general company, but they already have Walmart and all this stuff, so you better create a niche and find specified people. So I got a niche, and I think I did some research about that niche, those niche, and one of them is looks quite good. um Knowing that I do not want to go on a sole trader ship because I don't want to be reliable with my private asset. Also, when I do not have much, in case something is going wrong, I prefer to do something that is more protected for my asset. So I did some research via Google actually and via YouTube hearing different videos of different people in the US, foreigner people, and about drop shipping. So a lot of people speak about drop shipping, what they earn a day, a month, and the next 90 days, and so, but they never speak about the commercial forms and what they did to get there. And well, you have to find this out. So I am not a person a professional giving advice. I just speak here about my personal experience and my personal research in this case. And I found that I might be okay if I am creating a LLC, sorry, in the US. Well, what is the definition of a LLC? The definition of a limited liability company, or LLC, like a corporation, a limited liability company or LLC is a separate and distinct legal entity. That means that an LLC can get a tax identification number, open a bank account, and do business all under its own name. Well, knowing this, I thought, okay, a limited company. I have one in New Zealand for my bookkeeping area. And I said, okay, I'm going for that. Then I did some research. Well, if you want to open an LLC in the US, what is the best? So I found three best states in the US to open an LLC. Um, I went on Google again and I was on a website called LegalZoom. I will put the link below. You can read that through and get your information. So I found out that Delaware LCC are the most popular choice to form a LCC. But Delaware is actually very good for people working in the IT branches or research, medical branches. Then you have two other states like Nevada. It has its own pro-business reputation rises. Nevada had certain advantage for LLC, and you have Wyoming. Nevada compared to Delaware missing some few parts for my type of business, but Wyoming was quite ideal for that. So I decided to go for Wyoming. And now was to find how to create a LCC in Wyoming. Well, you can do that on your own. You will have a tax, like $100 fee to pay to the states to create your LLC. And well, you have to file as well your taxes and all this stuff. But I'm French. English is not my mother language and all this stuff. And I thought, well, it might be better if someone helped me doing this that is a professional. Uh, and so I minimize my risk. And I do not want it something very expensive because they are out there a lot of offers. And you have to go through what you want. You are very cheap one, you are very expensive one. I wanted, by doing something like this, to have an attorney or a lawyer or a chartered accountant. I think they are best advice. And by doing my research via Google. Google is a good tool when you want to work for foreign or open companies. I do not like to do advertising for companies, but I must say it is a good search machine. And I finally find someone, and they have an attorney and they have a chartered accountant. The two brothers working in a practice, and I closed a contract with them for $149. I could have a formation of my company and all the necessary papers. You know, if you do a LLC as a single member, there is actually a problem if you have some liabilities and people are going against you because whatever reason, maybe you sell a product and they are not happy with that product, so they will claim whatever on that, and you might come in debt if you are not an LLC but a sole trader. So you want to protect your private asset. Fine, good. But being an LLC as a single member, like I am, can as well be a risk because they can break the veil of that protection that bring the LLC because you are a single member. So if you want to make it hard to break the veil as a single member, you have to act like a LLC with more than one members. So you will have to have an agreement. You will have to have a meeting with yourself. Like if you have members, you will create meetings and you will speak about a change or what you are so doing at the end of the year, or you can call a meeting in the middle of the year if you want to change some rules, and you have to say these rules in written. And well, I have done all this. I have my LCC. It's declared, it's paid. My agent that is working for me and on my behalf, as well, registered for filing my taxes at the end of year, and every year that I will have to from there as well pay those filings. Okay, now I am that far that I am an owner, a proud owner of a LLC in Wyoming in the US. I am very happy for that. And I was 5 minutes without any problem. I have my agreement, I have my meetings. I try to protect my veil in case it is something, it must not be, but you have to think further, and you never know what can happen in the future. So you have to protect yourself somehow. And this is what I've done. I have here on every advice the attorney told me, if now I have an asset, I will have to open a new LLC and make a sort of, companies where you can protect your asset extra apart from that LLC that I did now. So there are many ways. There are many ways to do that. At the moment, I just start, so that is fine. That's my LLC like this, and we will see and carry on further and down the track and get a look how this will be. So because I have an LLC in the US, I want also to drop ship with American drop shipper. It's fine to drop ship from China because it is cheap for certain stuff. But like food or some sort of toys and all this stuff that are done in China are maybe done with stuff that are not allowed in the US or not in the rules. So the way I want like supplement of food or toys, I want to drop ship from the US to the US, and that will save as well in time, um, shipping time to my customers. Okay, so I want to offer a good service for what I'm doing, for the niche I am doing. And that is very important for me and for my customers as well. So there are point I have to make a choice and to do and to sort all my my want, my need for my business. Okay, and I know that I have to create a bank account. So there are three banks where you can open a bank account in the US without an EIN number, which I call IN number. You can call them, you send them your passport, your paper, you can open an account. One, you have to put like a $300 inside the bank account. The other one, they will expect like $1,500 in a bank account. So there are ways, yes. But it is another way to open a bank account, or generally all of a bank will ask you an IN number, EIN. Now, it is two ways to apply for IN number. You can go to the IRS online and apply online. Well, that is fine, but they ask me an ITIN number to apply, and I do not necessarily need an ITIN number. So to go around this, I have to call the IRS and apply directly with them, and I will get my IN number. So I think there are ways around this. And because it was in New Zealand, I am few days ahead from the US. I have got to wait to call them. So now we are in the week, and I will be able to call them. I hope I will manage to get my IN number before Christmas, but it's not sure. If so, I will have to wait after New Year. Yes. So that's my way to work, and I will put the link below from the page where I got my information, so you can as well search for yourself what is the best for you. Yes, for me was Wyoming. For me was that company with an attorney and a chartered accountant, because I think they give good advices, and that's how I did it. Yes, now it's up to you what you do and which advice you take. I'm not a professional. I just explain you what I did and how I came to that, and why I choose a LLC against a co-proprietor or versus a co-proprietor a sole tradership. Yes, sorry. So that's all. And I see you later on. Bye.